Linda Lavin, star of CBS long-running sitcom Alice and a Tony winner for Neil Simon's play Broadway Bound, who remained active in TV and on stage, died Sunday. She was 87. A representative for Lavin confirmed the actress died unexpectedly Sunday due to complications from lung cancer that had been recently discovered. As recently as December 4th, Lavin attended the premiere of Netflix's dark comedy series No Good Deed at the streamer's Tudum Theater in Hollywood. Lavin was also ready to co-star with Matt Bomer and Nathan Lane in the upcoming Hulu comedy Mid-Century Modern, which is in the midst of filming its first season. The show hails from Will and Grace, creators/executive producers David Cohen and Max Muchnick, and director-producer James Burrows for 20th Television. Working with Linda was one of the highlights of our careers. She was a magnificent actress, singer, musician, and a heat-seeking missile with a joke. But more significantly, she was a beautiful soul. Deep, joyful, generous, and loving. She made our days better. The entire staff and crew will miss her beyond measure. We are better for having known her, Cohen, Muchnick, and Burrows said in a joint statement. Hulu and 20th Television, both part of Disney, also paid tribute to the veteran thespian. Our deepest and heartfelt condolences go to Linda Lavin's family and loved ones, the statement from the streamer and studio said. She was a legend in our industry, bringing her tremendous talent to audiences for over 7 decades. She will be forever missed by her mid-century modern family as we mourn this incredible loss together. Lavin established herself as a beloved character actor with her decade-long stint on Alice, the CBS comedy series adapted from Martin Scorsese's 1974 film Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore, with Ellen Burstyn in the title role. The series, which ran from 1976 to 85, starred Lavin as Alice Hyatt, a widow with a young son, played by Philip McKeon, who starts life again in Arizona, where she works at Mel's Diner, whose eponymous owner was played by Vic Tayback, alongside fellow waitresses Flo, Polly Holliday, and Vera Beth Howland. Lavin was Emmy-nominated for her work on the series in 1979. She won the Golden Globe for Actress in a Comedy or Music for Alice in 1979 and 1980, and was nommed again in 1981. Alice was a top 30 show throughout its first 8 seasons, finishing the 1979-80 season at number 4, before finally dropping off in its last season. The series subsequently appeared in syndication. In 2015, she appeared in Nancy Meyers' comedy The Intern, starring Robert De Niro and Anne Hathaway, and had the films My Bakery in Brooklyn and Manhattan Nocturne set for release in 2016. In the last decade, Lavin was busy with roles on such series as Netflix's No Good Deed and CBS Elsbeth, as well as the CBS comedy 9JKL. Other recent TV shots include CBS Be Positive, Amazon Prime's Being the Ricardos, IFC's Brockmire, Netflix's Santa Clarita Diet, CBS Madam Secretary, Mom and The Good Wife, Fox's Bones and The OC, HBO's The Sopranos, and Room 104, and more. Film roles included 2019's Girls' Weekend, 2017's How to Be a Latin Lover, and 2010's The Backup Plan. Though Lavin made appearances on television after Alice, she was actually more of a stage actress, one who was Tony-nominated 6 times, for featured actress in a play in 1970 for Neil Simon's Last of the Red Hot Lovers, leading actress in a play in 1987 for Simon's Broadway Bound, which she went on to win, featured actress in a play in 1998 for The Diary of Anne Frank, leading actress in a play in 2001 for Charles Bush's The Tale of the Allergist's Wife, leading actress in a play in 2010 for Donald Margulies' Collected Stories, and leading actress in a play in 2012 for Nikki Silver's The Lions. Lavin was noted for her charismatic work in both drama and comedy, to say nothing of musicals. When The Lions was still off-Broadway, The New York Times praised her in particular for the surprising dimensions she finds within one-liners. In 1990, Lavin replaced Tyne Daly in the starring role of Rose in a Broadway revival production of the musical Gypsy. In 1994, she was a replacement in Wendy Wasserstein's The Sisters Rosenzweig, and in 2002 she starred in Hollywood Arms, written by Carol Burnett and her daughter Carrie Hamilton. After Alice, Lavin kept busy with theater work, making only occasional forays into TV. But the peak TV moment of the past decade kept her busy with a steady stream of guest shots and supporting roles in comedies and dramas. She starred with Patricia Heaton as a sparring mother and daughter on the ABC sitcom Room for Two in 1992, and she was a series regular on the brief series Conrad Bloom in 1998 and Sean Hayes' vehicle Sean Saves the World in 2013-14. She appeared in a number of TV movies and guested on shows ranging from Touched by an Angel and The O.C. to The Good Wife and The Sopranos, on the latter of which she appeared as a psychotherapist that Tony Soprano's daughter Meadow goes to see. She memorably guested on a 2002 episode of Law and Order: Criminal Intent as a ruthless Jewish matriarch who has her daughter-in-law murdered. Born in Portland, Maine, to Lucille Potter Lavin, who was once a coloratura soprano opera singer on stage and on the radio, Lavin first took the stage at the age of 5. She graduated from the College of William and Mary in 1959 with a degree in theater. The actress made her Broadway debut in 1962 in the Harold Prince-directed musical comedy A Family Affair, followed by The Riot Act the next year. She returned to the Rialto in 1966, again for Prince, in the musical comedy It's a Bird, It's a Plane, It's Superman. Also during the 1960s, she appeared on Broadway in Something Different, written and directed by Carl Reiner, and John Gayer's Cop Out. Other New York credits during the period includes O.K. in 1960, On a Clear Day, You Can See Forever in 1966, and 1973's The Enemy is Dead. Also, for TV, she appeared in a 1967 production of Damn Yankees. Lavin made her television debut in a 1963 episode of The Doctors and Nurses. After Damn Yankees, she appeared in a 1969 segment of CBS Playhouse called Saturd. There were a few TV movies and guest appearances on Rhoda and Harry O before she did a one-season run from 1975 to 76 on ABC's hit police comedy Barney Miller as Detective Janice Wentworth. After starting Alice in 1976, she continued guested on other shows, including Phyllis and Family. For decades, the actress never really had a film career. She played Kermit's doctor in The Muppets Take Manhattan in 1984. In 1989, she had supporting roles in Alan J. Pakula's See You in the Morning and Alain Renee Jules Pfeiffer Penn's I Want to Go Home. But she was drawn to film later in her career. She had supporting roles in Alan Poole's Jennifer Lopez vehicle, The Backup Plan, in 2010, and Jennifer Aniston Paul Rudd comedy Wanderlust in 2012, and was excellent as an Alzheimer's-afflicted mother in Michael Maron's 2014 film A Short History of Decay.